Today is March 7th, 2018. I'm in my garden, and this is my raspberry patch, and I've been working on it for about 4 years. I got these raspberry starts from some neighbors of mine where I live. It's a really good place to grow raspberries. My patch is small. I only have this one row right here that's probably about 40 or 50 feet, and I'm slowly building it up. Every year the raspberries send up shoots, and so you can transplant those shoots and those suckers in different places of the garden, and then you can grow your patch that way. These bear fruit once a year, and it's time to cane the raspberries. You have to cut off all of the old growth from last year, or the canes from last year that were producing berries, you want to cut those off. And all the new green growth that grew last year will produce berries this year. This is going to be my biggest year yet in getting raspberries, because I've got all these new canes here that will produce raspberries this year. So now I need to go through the raspberries and cut out all the raspberry canes that produced fruit from last year. And how you know what cane you need to cut is you take a look at these canes and you'll see a difference in the two canes. I'm going to show you what that looks like, but you need to cut all of the canes out from the previous year, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So what I have here is I have some different canes that grew last year. This cane right here needs to be cut and trimmed back. So what I need to do is just come down here to the ground and cut this off. I just want to show you really quick the difference of these two raspberry canes. This raspberry cane that's in my hand is from 2 years ago, and this produced berries last year, and it will not produce berries this year, so you cut it out and prune it out. This cane right here grew up in 2017, and this will be producing berries in 2018. So I want to leave all of these in place. This one get rid of, keep this one. The fresh canes that came up in 2017 are going to produce berries in 2018, and the canes that I have growing up that will start from the ground up in 2018, they will produce berries in 2019 next year. So I need to go through and remove all of the last year's canes. So I'm going to do that now. This is a pretty simple and easy process. All you do is just cut it all the way down to the ground, maybe leave about an inch or 2 or 3. Just cut them down, all the old canes. And then in about July, this raspberry patch will be full of berries. And I got all of these raspberries for free. Got them all locally, and I've transplanted them from my neighbors, from my friends, and they produce nice big berries for free. Nights get cold and it doesn't get really hot here, so the raspberries grow really well, and it must like the soil here and the conditions here. Okay, so here's a cane that needs to be removed. Just come down here towards the bottom and cut it out and get rid of it. Here's another one that needs to be removed. Another tip with raspberries, as soon as you get them caned and in the early spring, you want to put a pre-emergent down all through here. There's a good pre-emergent called Cazaron, and that will help with incoming weeds and weeds that'll grow up throughout the year. If you don't keep up on top of the weeds here, it just will become infested with weeds and the berries won't grow as well. The raspberry plants need lots of sunlight so they can produce good berries. So the pre-emergent really helps with that. I'll be putting that down within a week, maybe 2 weeks, when the snow is melted. And it's a granular form. You just spread it out, and it'll make it put a barrier so there's less weeds that grow up. It's really quite easy to prune the raspberry bushes. They are a little bit thorny. That's okay. Got these gloves on. This is my garden area. A couple other things I've got growing in here. I'm trying to grow some grapes through here. I've got a pear tree over here and an apple tree over there. But this is a deer fence that I've got here to deal with the deer that I have. They will eat everything if you don't nail it down or if it's not fenced. So I finally decided to put up this deer fence so I could try to grow these fruit trees and grow grapes and such. I'm gonna try to put up a grape trellis right here, so that might happen someday. But here are the raspberries. They're easy to grow. They just take a long time to mature, and it takes a while till you finally get some berries. I will come through here in another week or so when the snow's melted and when these start to green up just a touch, and check to see if I got all the old canes from last year, and I'll clean up all of these canes. Raspberries are easy to grow in this climate. It's a cold climate, and the raspberries really like it. So I enjoy doing it, and I like coming out here in the middle of July and picking and eating raspberries. Nothing better, because raspberries are expensive, and these are fun and easy to grow. Appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.